one of the things I'm most angry about is how I spent a lot of money, thousands of dollars, going to meet Jordan Maxwell. And this isn't even about him. This video isn't even about him. This video is about all the stuff I had to go through. How I had spent years doing research and interviews, went to go meet him, and came back after some sort of rogue group tried to kill me. I come back here and I start being stalked and harassed and followed around, and go and lo behold, I was being watched and being monitored before I even went there. That's how I know somebody in this area was involved in it. Even if you go back and you research me going and meeting him, there's some interesting things that are going to come up. For one thing, when I got out of Woodland Hills, and went back down to Hollywood Boulevard, why would something like that happen to me on Hollywood Boulevard? What is it about Hollywood Boulevard? At this time, I wasn't interested in gangs or anything. I'm still not even. I don't care anything about street gangs. But why would this happen on Hollywood Boulevard? On Whitley and Hollywood Boulevard. If you go back to another street, on Yucca Street, that's the 18th Street gang neighborhood. Right in the area out of that, it was an 18th Street gang neighborhood. And lo and behold, when I was a teenager, I had become part of the 18th Street gang. So this is years later in the future. None of this has to do with street gangs. None of this has to do with anything like that. But I'm making a point. Why would somebody try to do a hit on me there? It would have made it look gang related. Like maybe somebody got hired or something to do a hit on me, and then when I was dead, they would have saw the 18 tattoo. They say, "Oh, it's gang related." See, so a lot of people have come to me and say, "Wait a minute, you did that interview with Jordan. In the beginning of the interview, you hear Kenneth Anger. You talked about how you met Kenneth Anger years before that." I say, "Yeah, I met Kenneth Anger years before that on Whitley Hollywood Boulevard." And they say, "How do you know it wasn't him working with Jordan or something like that?" And I say, "Well, wait a minute. Why not do that at my house? Or why not do that somewhere else? Why wait till, what's the big deal about Hollywood Boulevard?" Because of the 18th. So he wouldn't have known that. Kenneth Anger wouldn't have known that. See what I'm saying? And Jordan, so something's not right. Somebody else who had previous knowledge of me, who had been monitoring me, did that. But none of this stuff has anything to do with street gangs. This is about me being a conspiracy researcher and getting framed later and all that stuff. And so then when I was looking into the Jessica Herringa case, somebody came over my house and just started banging on the damn door. And I hadn't even started talking about the Jessica Herringa case. I just started Googling it. So that indicates to me that either the cops or somebody in the federal government was involved in this at my house. And it looked to me like a hit, like a military sweep, like probably hired two ex-military Iraq veterans, probably were in the Marines or something, something stupid like that. Come over to my house, just bang on the door. When I open the door, they do a sweep of the house and kill who's over that. Why would somebody just show up, somebody else banging on the door? That happened when I started looking into the Herringa case. The individuals involved with the Herringa case has some sort of close connection to what happened to me, because Jeffrey Willis got arrested in May. I got arrested in August. Then Jeffrey Willis got charged with the Herringa case in September. In my court case, I was framed. It was a show trial. And I'm looking at his case, and something isn't right with his case. How the Obsoletus claims he called Silent Observer on me, and somebody claims they called Silent Observer on Jeff. Like, whoever set it up, whoever set my case up to go through and be framed, those were the same people working his thing. And it had anything to do with any. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there is mafia guys involved, but it's not the same mafia people I know. It's not the mafia meeting. It's not the mafia people I was involved with. See what I'm saying? So, because it wouldn't make sense if you're in a meeting with me and you know who I am and you know my name and know my face and all that stuff. I'm not gonna sit there and fuck around with you and play with you. and have people follow you around, intimidate you, you're gonna get scared and run and go tell everybody, or you're gonna get mad and try to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and all my research had to do with the 60s and 70s. I'm so goddamn fed up with this stuff. I don't care. I'm not afraid of any mafia or anything like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not. You know, makes me want to go after all the stuff I went through. Makes me want to go back and find some mob guys and tell them what I had to go through and what I think. You know, say how do you feel that somebody was sitting there pretending to be you, threatening me, and what if I would have flipped and got on the internet and told everybody who you were, or ran to the goddamn FBI office in Washington, told everybody in there who you were, what your position is, all the information you don't want out, all over the world? How would that make you feel? Better get on top of it. That's how I feel about it. People can sit there and ride around with lights on cars and scare people and call people and threaten people and do phony show trials. And it's not even the same girl. The same girl's not even in the courtroom and all this damn stuff. Street gangs have better. I know street gang members that got better sense than that. I know guys over in South Central who got better sense than that. So, hold on one moment. Yeah. And the funny part of it is my mother, she talked to Jordan Maxwell when I was there with him. She spoke to him on the phone. And she told me when I had gotten down to Hollywood, she said, I got a bad feeling. She said, I don't know what it is. But she said, leave California. And then I went downstairs to the lobby of the motel, and I sat there, and the people involved with the hit, they were like more like scrubs. They weren't really nobody. But there was something else that happened. I watched the whole thing happen. I watched everything. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. I'm gonna say nothing about it. If the federal government, anybody came over my house and questioned, I wouldn't tell them a fucking thing. I'd tell them to go get paid. After the government destroyed my life and let some fucking bitch ruin my goddamn, I wouldn't even care. I'd say, take me to a mob trial. Let the judge be like the Godfather and a made guy for the prosecutor. That's how I feel about it. I'd rather do a trial, and I'd rather do a jury trial in Mexico before I'd ever do a jury trial in this country. You couldn't pay me to tell them. I don't give a fuck. After all the stuff I went through, they'd be sitting there asking me, what do you know, Jameel? At the same time, the government agents will be mimicking it all and everything. Get the fuck out of here,